Welcome to Charlottesville, Mr. Jefferson's University, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the ground since early this morning. And the Golden Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will get the first crack at it here. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Got it in the middle. It's Harrison. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So California's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking to get it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Trying to run it in. How about that defense rising? Stopping him short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that has got to be so demoralizing for this defense. They played so well on 1st and 2nd down and then have a total breakdown on 3rd. They're going to have to do so much better the next time they're put in that situation.
Looking for room, it's Vaughn. Oh, he's got some space. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming. The give to the left side. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Cavaliers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A designed run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Room to throw that one in there. Couldn't ask for much more there. Down, and they're down to the 42. And the Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To throw, it's Duggar. Under fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Cavaliers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Using his legs, it's Roberts. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Let's go.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get...
He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Right on target this time. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon that this QB has.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got it in the middle. It's James. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensive.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Power football with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They even things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll leave it with him. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have... Everything just right with a big play coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're dealing with a second and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Broussard. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up his offense nicely. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle. It's King.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Stepping back, it's Mayava. He'll pull it down and run across the 25. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's King. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. He'll set up to throw. Here's a heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. At the 35, he's open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pocket breaking down. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Coates.
Well, this defense is used to seeing this fullback just slam up on in there trying to block people. Now you release him out of the backfield to see if you can catch the defense off guard.
And the Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Quick strike complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Golden Bears are on the move.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's caught. It's James. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Golden Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal! The offense, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if we're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Cavaliers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Rides the back and leaves it. Turning it on. And a little bit of breathing room after that gain. He's out of bounds at the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback will keep it. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. The Cavaliers want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
At the 40, there he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's reverse. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Golden Bear.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all.
21, Virginia, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. On the run, it's knocked. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play call.
There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense looks like they're coming. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answer.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
To the air, it's Mayaba. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
How impressive has this guy been throwing the ball today, especially after the game he had last week throwing 3 interceptions? He turned the page, he got himself focused for this game, and he's been making outstanding decisions all day long.
They'll give it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Offense.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. And the Golden Bears start flying down the field. He's got it on the right. And he'll be brought down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They'll try to pop the draw. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
To the air, it's Duggar. Caught over the middle, it's Rodgers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2. And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Wide receiver comes in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. It's James. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Inside the 25. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 14 to Pittsburgh. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at